Records appraisal tools. Retention schedule list. This is a records management tool that is used to determine the period a record should be kept in the organization's archives. Disposal schedule. It is the detailed activities of how and when to dispose of records. Records disposal. Objectives. By the end of this topic, the officer should be able to 1. Explain the importance of proper records disposal. 2. Explain the various legislations governing disposal of records. 3. Describe records disposal procedures. 4. Explain different methods of records disposal. Records disposal. Disposal. The actions taken with regard to records as a consequence of their appraisal and the expiration if their retention periods. Note: disposal is not synonymous with destruction, though that may be an option. Disposal is also known, especially in North America, as disposition. Other disposal options include transfer to an archival institution or retention in the agency of origin. Procedural destruction of records. It follows that disposal can only take place when records have reached then on current stage of their life cycle. The product of the appraisal function is the disposal schedule. Disposal schedule. The control document recording appraisal decisions and prescribing disposal action. Also known as disposal list, disposition schedule, record schedule, retention and disposal, or disposition, schedule or transfer schedule. Disposal schedules have 4 purposes. They identify all the records of an agency, irrespective of medium and format, including those in the private offices of ministers or senior officials and confidential and secret records held elsewhere. They document decisions about the length of time records need to be retained because of their continuing utility to the creating agency, retention periods. They document decisions about the appropriate disposal action to be taken at the end of retention periods. They serve as authorities for disposal action. The appraisal and disposal of records are 2 distinct activities, but they are inextricably linked. They need not be undertaken together, indeed they are usually separated by a prescribed period of retention. However, appraisal that is not followed in due course by disposal is pointless, and disposal without prior appraisal is an unsound practice and may even be unlawful. Destruction. The disposal of documents of no further value by incineration is an acceptable method of destruction for sensitive records because it renders the media and information non-reconstructible. Maceration/pulping/immersion is a process in which documents are soaked in chemical liquid in order to decompose. Shredding, the use of mechanical cutting of the media, thus rendering the information non-reconstructible. Degaussing is the process of removing magnetism from magnetically recorded tape, thereby rendering most of the information non-reconstructible. Reformat is a process in which hard drives and floppy drives are reinitialized. This erases all the data on them. Landfills should be considered as a last resort. This method allows for the natural decomposition of media, which in time will render information non-reconstructible. This method should only be used as a last resort for confidential information. Recycling is a process that recovers the raw materials of a media, allowing for the reuse of various media.